Something is happening in America's grocery stores. It's not just a minor inconvenience or a passing trend, it's a fundamental shift in the way we access the food and essentials we rely on every day. Prices on everyday items keep climbing, making it harder for families to stretch their budgets. Each trip to the store brings new sticker shock, as staples like bread, milk, and eggs become more expensive week after week. But now, the real shock is seeing local supermarkets close their doors for good. These aren't just isolated incidents, they're happening in neighborhoods across the country, from big cities to small towns. This is an urgent crisis, not a distant problem. It's unfolding right where we live, affecting our friends, our neighbors, and our families. Major chains and local discount stores are shutting down, leaving behind empty buildings and worried families. The loss of these stores means more than just inconvenience, it's a blow to the heart of our communities. In April, the administration announced sweeping tariffs, some as high as 50%, on goods from Mexico, China, and Canada. These new policies were meant to protect American industries, but they've had far-reaching and unintended consequences. The goal was to protect American industries, but the immediate result has been chaos in grocery stores. Shelves are emptying faster than they can be restocked, and shoppers are left scrambling for what's left. These new taxes hit everything from fresh produce to packaging, and the impact is slamming household budgets. Even basic fruits and vegetables are becoming luxuries for many families. Over 1,000 stores have closed nationwide, affecting more than just corporate profits. Each closure means fewer jobs, less access to healthy food, and a growing sense of uncertainty in our communities. Grocery stores are community hubs and vital sources of fresh food. They're places where neighbors meet, where children learn about healthy eating, and where families find what they need to thrive. When they close, families are left scrambling for options, and food insecurity grows. The ripple effects touch every aspect of daily life, from nutrition to mental health. This is a nationwide issue touching cities and rural towns alike. No community is immune, and the challenges are mounting for everyone. The alarm bells are ringing, and they're getting louder every day. If we don't act soon, the crisis in our grocery stores could become a permanent reality for millions of Americans. To understand your rising grocery bill, we need to dive into the world of tariffs and how they impact our daily lives. Tariffs are essentially taxes that the U.S. government places on goods imported from other countries. These taxes are meant to make imported goods more expensive, thereby encouraging consumers to buy American-made products instead. The idea is to boost the local economy by making American products more competitive in price. However, grocery stores operate on razor-thin margins and simply cannot absorb these additional costs. As a result, when tariffs are imposed, stores have no choice but to pass the extra cost directly onto you, the consumer. This is why you might notice that your favorite items like orange juice or coffee are suddenly more expensive. And it's not just the food itself, tariffs also affect the cost of packaging materials. This means that even food grown in the U.S. becomes more expensive to package and ship to your local store. This perfect storm of rising costs is forcing many stores, especially those in low-income areas, to shut their doors for good. It's a brutal cycle with devastating consequences for families and communities across the country. When a neighborhood grocery store shuts down, the impact is immediate and often severe. For many, especially the elderly and those without cars, it creates a true food desert. Residents are forced to rely on convenience stores and fast food, where healthy options are often scarce. This shift leads to higher rates of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease in the community. Store closures also mean job losses for local workers and hurt nearby small businesses. The loss tears at the social fabric of the community itself. Grocery stores are more than just places to buy food. They're anchors of daily life and connection. Their absence leaves neighborhoods disconnected and struggling to thrive. Take the Garcias, a working-class family with 2 kids. They represent many families who are trying to navigate the new reality of food shopping in today's economy. 6 months ago, they spent $150 a week at their local store. This amount covered all their basic needs, including fresh produce, dairy, and meats. As prices rose, they cut back on fresh food and bought cheaper, less healthy options. The shift was necessary to stretch their budget, but it came at the cost of nutrition and overall health. Then, their store closed, forcing them to drive 7 miles to the nearest supermarket. This added travel time and fuel costs to their already tight budget. Now, they spend $220 a week for less food, relying more on processed items. These items are often higher in calories and lower in nutritional value, impacting their health. The extra travel and higher costs add stress and strain to family life. The Garcias find themselves constantly worried about making ends meet and providing for their children. The Garcias' story is echoed across the country. Many families are facing similar challenges, struggling to adapt to the rising costs and changing landscape of food shopping. Families are spending more, eating less healthy, and losing precious time. The quality of life is diminishing as they try to cope with these new challenges. This is the real cost of tariffs and store closures. These economic changes have far-reaching impacts affecting the daily lives of ordinary people. Ordinary people are paying the price in dollars, miles, and peace of mind. The struggle to maintain a decent standard of living is becoming increasingly difficult for many. The tariffs of April 2025 are directly driving up food prices and closing stores, making it harder for many to access essentials. Low-income families are hit hardest by these changes, and food deserts are spreading in more neighborhoods. The long-term impact is still uncertain, but the crisis is real and affecting lives every day. Stay informed through reliable news sources to separate fact from rumor. Look for store brands, watch for shrinkflation, and compare prices carefully. And consider growing some of your own food if possible. Even small steps can help. Share your story, your experience matters and can inspire others to take action. By supporting each other and making our voices heard, we can push for real solutions together. Together we can work toward affordable, healthy food for every family in our communities.